So hello guys, I'm here to discuss or explain about mathematical thinking. But first, let me ask you, did you know that everything's around us and everything surrounds us as a mathematical thing? And did you know that this lives behind me as a mathematical thing? Now, I will explain to you why. So our topic is pattern of nature. Pattern of nature is under the nature of mathematics. So pattern of nature is visible to the nature of world. It is a shows, context, and modeled by mathematics. It includes symmetry, trees, and spiral. Those patterns that you see to the animals, plants, and other things are kind of mathematics. Now I will tell you other information about pattern of nature. Other information about the topic is patterns in nature are visible regularities of form found in the natural world. Natural patterns include symmetries, trees, spirals, meanders, waves, foams, tessellations, cracks, and stripes. Early Greek philosophers studied pattern with Plato, Pythagoras, and Empedocles attempting to explain order in nature. Now you know that mathematics is everywhere, such as leaves, animal skin, and other things is a kind of math. There are some examples that my group mates will show you.
What is up guys? In this portion I'm going to be talking about Fibonacci sequence. Does any one of you know about Fibonacci sequence? I think Fibonacci is related to calamari. Fibonacci calamari. Unfortunately, no. Fibonacci sequence is a mathematical sequence which is discovered by Leonardo Pisa, or also known as Leonardo Pisano Bigolo. He was an Italian mathematician who discovered the Fibonacci sequence in India in the 13th century. Well, the term Fibonacci sequence was coined by Eduardo Lucas in the 19th century. He is a French mathematician back then, and he discovered it with the patterns in the nature like spirals, the sunflower, and so on. So what is Fibonacci sequence exactly? What are the digits? How to get the next digits, and so on? Since we know that sequence is a set of numbers that are ordered in a way that it matters or it's logical. So Fibonacci sequence starts with two numbers which are 0 and 1. So those 0 and 1 is add up together to get the third digit. Then after getting the third digit, we can now use the last two numbers of the sequence to get the next term. So to demonstrate, we have here 0 and 1. To get the third digit, we just need to add both of these starting numbers together. So 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. So the three digits we have now is 0, 1, 1. Now to get the fourth term, we just need to add the last two terms, which are 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. Now we have four digits of the Fibonacci sequence, which is 0, 1, 1, 2. And now to get the fifth digit, we just need to add the last two of that sequence we are making. So the last numbers are 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. So we have 5 digits now, which are 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Just remember that you need to add the last two digits of the sequence to get the next term of the sequence. So that's basically it. Let's proceed to the next sequence.
So what is the golden ratio? The golden ratio, or the divine proportion, is the ratio in the distance of measuring things. Such ratios are presented in nature, math, arts, and other areas. This has a specific ratio of 1 is to 1.6, and this proportion is said to be aesthetically pleasing for the human eye. The golden ratio can be seen everywhere, such as the number of flower petals and tree branches, famous arts like the Mona Lisa, and even in famous architectural structure like the Great Pyramid in Egypt.
Did you also know that the Fibonacci sequence is directly tied to the golden ratio? Because as you take any successive number from the sequence, their ratio is extremely close to the golden ratio, which is 1 to 1.6. Take for example 8 and 5, which their ratio has a ratio of 1 to 1.6. Take for example 8 and 13, their ratio also has 1 and 1.6. Mathematically speaking, the golden ratio is presented by the Greek letter phi, which is an irrational number, just like the letter pi, which both have infinite decimals. The formula for the golden ratio is A over B is equals to A plus B over A, which can also be seen in this picture. Here, you will divide two lines into one longer part, which is A, and the smaller part, which is B, which is equals to the sum of A plus B, which is divided by A. This is also the formula that you can use to draw the golden rectangle, which is like in this picture. Lastly, the other formula for the golden ratio, which is phi, is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2, which would equal to 1.618. The golden ratio can be seen everywhere, and I hope you find some.
What's up mga ka-math wizards? I'm back again with another vlog, and for today, I'm going to show you some examples of Fibonacci and golden ratio. Since my group mates already discussed to you what is the meaning of Fibonacci and golden ratio, I'm just here today to show you some examples of it. So let's go! Hi guys, I'm back again, and behind me are two examples of Fibonacci and golden ratio. So the first one is a picture of a cactus flower, while the other one is typhoon. But can you guess what is the similarity between the two? If not, I can show it to you. Both of them has a spiral-like pattern, which you can see if you zoom it more closely. Hence, both of them fall under the examples of Fibonacci and golden ratio. So now, let's go on into the montage.
Hi, so I'm gonna give you an example of patterns in nature which is fractal. So here is it. So example ng fractal yung pinakita ko kanina kasi nagsimula siya dun sa main trunk ng tree. Yung main trunk ng tree, nagkaroon siya ng branches. Tapos yung branches na yon, nagkaroon pa ulit sila ng another branches. Tapos yung branches ulit na yon, nagkaroon pa ulit sila ng branches and so on. Tapos, yung branches na yon, they eventually become smaller. Tapos, naging twigs sila. Yung twigs naman na yon, nagkaroon pa ulit sila ng twigs and so on. So, it creates an infinite patterns of branches. That's why it is called fractal. So, aside from fractal, meron pa tayong ibang example ng patterns of nature, which is symmetry, spiral, stripes, and tessellation.
So that's all for today, guys. I hope you learned something from my vlog that could help you in your homework or school activities. And always remember, be safe and be productive na reproductive.
Thank you for watching.